structural health monitoring, smart materials and structures. Sir has co-authored 61 international and national journal publications and has been credited with the prestigious Ramaiah Prize for the best publication for 5 years. He has filed 5 Indian patents. He had been a UNDP visiting fellow at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, State University of New York, Buffalo, and Cornell University, Ithaca during 1994 and 95. He has done many collaborative sponsored industrial projects for industrial and strategic sectors. Notable of them include those funded by National Program of Micro and Smart Structures, ARDB, DST, Rubber Board, and many others. Ladies and gentlemen, please join your hands together and welcome Dr. N. Gopalakrishnan-ji to address us. So please.
Thank you, friends. I'm not going to go by the structured kind of presentation which I have prepared. My sincere thanks to each one of you. Dr. J.C. Jain and his family members here, and I'm seeing his family here, and Subhash Jain and Sanjay or Shreyans Jain, and Director General of this COER, Dr. Professor S.P. Gupta, as well as the Director of this institute, Dr. Singh. It's a great occasion for me. Whenever you see young and bright minds, you actually get excited. So you feel that you have been transported on your timeline by 20 or 25 years back. So that same kind of feeling comes to me here also. Let me give my feedback on what you have been doing. I am used to seeing distinguished alumni who have a lot of grey hair on their head. Now here is a list of distinguished alumni. Let me try to list. Abhishek, Anup, Aditi, then Avani. Aditi and Avani are siblings, if I am led to believe. Then Professor Sandeep. These are all very young. They have not achieved. They are achievers. They are going to achieve. They have much more time to achieve. They are 35 years. I don't know. I just counted their age. Now, one thing that has been told to you very, very clearly is you talked about your faculty. You talked about one Madam Ganjan, I don't know, Agarwal or somebody. And then what the kind of teachers give you is not just teaching, not just fact, not just data or thing. It is much more than that. That's a value system. It's a value system they are showing to you. Every day is a value system. I don't know, they need to understand that. Some of the faculty here as well as the management here should show you a value system, because all you imbibe in life, because everyone, 5 of them have told in no uncertain terms that what they have been today is because of this great institute. I am giving a small acronym for this institute. Let this be institute 5 years from now is College of Engineering Roorkee, Center of Excellence in Roorkee. COER. Let it be like that. Have a dream like this. COER to me corresponds to, let me say, a Center of Excellence in Roorkee. That does not come because like you have all Cornell University PhDs or MIT PhDs teaching you. Not at all. It comes because of the value system that you have put into them, and that will come anyway. And when you cater to the rural society here, the urban society is actually a little bit more like privileged. They may send them to a better school or a better university and all those things. And then the rural university, the rural students who are aspirations is what you want to become in your future life. Aspirations come with a deprivation. Deprivation is you don't have money, and this place may be full of those kids also. When you bring them and them shape them, you have seen Professor Dr. Jain's family, and that has done a human service for creating what a great infrastructure here. And to invest on that, to maintain that, it's no mean task. It's not easy task. I'm telling you, I can definitely go by what I've been doing, managing 200 or 300 employees in my own institute. This is not an easy task, and then to keep your confidence running, to keep your enthusiasm running is actually a great deal. And I'm actually happy that 4 or 5 of your mathematics department, physics department, management department are, I know I'm leaving somebody, or polymer science or whoever, 4 or 5 departments who have got their 100%. It does not come by just driving your kids. It comes by really motivating. Let them be doing a pawn shop outside. Please let them do that. But they get confidence in their life. They get full of confidence that I go and steer my life through, come what may. That's the kind of engineers Roorkee is full of. Roorkee is full of great engineers, civil engineers, 200 years back. And now you are rightfully moving on. I think I just had about from a colleague of yours, calling them as kids. When they graduate out, they are no more in a kind of mindset where that was not our mindset, that I need to be employed. That's not our mindset. When you get that my payment pay package is going to be 50 lakhs, that's one way of perversion. I will call it, that's not great about that. Google hires you for, but then it gives you, some of you who are employed. I was in Lockheed Martin. You are given the red slip on the next day and you have to go out. That's not great. Don't be driven by, don't give the priority of the pay package being very, very attractive. That is one of the many criteria. Okay, it's not necessary there are sufficient condition and then the other necessary condition. Let it be a necessary condition. Let it not be a sufficient condition alone which should drive the students. Let them take the challenge. Gone are the days when our generation used to be driven by that. Like, my father needs to be employed. He can't be without employment. To raise the family of, let me say, 2 or 3 of our kids and all that. That was not there when we graduated out. We thought that I can change my employment anyway. I can change my employment if I want to have a challenge. But then we are still confined to factors of employment. मेरा employment चाहिए तो चाहिए, क्या कर सकते हैं? But then now is a generation. Please understand, here is a generation. I am not depending on my parents, nor I am depending on the money generated. I have in fact extra money. I can invest it, and this place is full of people. Please understand that Professor Jain's family or Dr. J.C. Jain's family are entrepreneurs here. They have been running a business 20 years. When you can invest, why not your kids invest anyway? And then give them the confidence, give them the motivation, give them the kind of innovation, or I will tell the creativity. Usko chahiye, creativity chahiye. He may be starting something like what you are delivery of food at home, whatever he may be starting, but then that says that he has got a lot of creativity, including his computer science knowledge, like one of your previous alumni awards was telling. It requires a lot of science and engineering skills, but it requires business skills as well. And coming from a Jain's family and being nurtured by Jain's family, you should have a combination of both. I don't know, that should come. I think you should have an award, Jain Saab, that how many entrepreneurs have emerged from this place? How many startups have emerged? But then that's a risk. They take a risk. But the kids of today can afford to take risk. Create an entrepreneur skill. Let it be as bland as, like, I'm going to recycle the mountain of the garbage that is piled up in 2 places in Delhi. This also will create a mountain of garbage. And in biomass, whatever you are going to do, you have umpty number of opportunities. And COVID has created opportunities. Please think that every problem creates you opportunities. How the earthquake school was founded, somebody was telling that he was from the earthquake school here and all that. Because Bhayankar Bhukam tha idhar, that was actually damaging. But the flip side of the coin, it has created a great school here. It's just standout great guys here. I'm talking about IT Roorkee School of Earthquake Engineering, for which I have always admiration all my time through. And let COER become Center of Excellence in Roorkee. I'm not going to take too many of your words, but I'm again emphasizing upon you that the value system that you put on to your kids, that gets imbibed, that gets into the DNA and RNA. And another generation, when you create that for your female students. Somebody was telling that she was the only mechanical engineering student here. Aditi was telling. But then they made a niche here, they made a difference here. Ye hona chahiye. Let that pride come in them. And this is an occasion where you need to have pride. There could be 100 reasons why I lose my pride, but there will be 2 or 3 reasons that I am from this college that gives me, that has molded me to a career which is full of brightness, full of hope, full of dreams. My eyes is littering with dreams, all that. Please understand, here is a country, you don't need to go US, you don't need to go to US. Now that thing is no more there with our kids. They don't go to US anyway, right? But then what US has taught us? A land of opportunity. I can be a dropout from Harvard. William Gates was a dropout from Harvard. How many of you know that? And he could passing day like that. He was only watching. He was telling that I'm happy to be in this hostel, which is not of guys with a very thick glass and concentrating only on STEM. What is STEM? Science, Technology, Engineering, Management. Not only that, I'm a freelancer. Let that thinking come to your kids. I'm not bound by anything. I'm bound by formula nevertheless. I have to write and I have to pass this examination. Fair enough. But then let them think beyond that. That has created Bill Gates. Has it created anybody in India? Yes. Infosys founder Narayana Murthy was none other than being created. He was, I don't know how many of you know. There is a computer company where he was working as being hired for, I don't know, at that point of time, 5,000 rupees. He and his wife, Sudha Narayana Murthy, took a chance. They came out. But do you know one thing? When the Prime Minister of UK or the President of US comes India, they make it an agenda to visit Infosys founders' palace. I will not tell that it is a palace. I will tell that it is rightly and kind of thing, where knowledge drives you. Be proud that in India, this is a society, somebody talked in Sanskrit also. This is a place where knowledge drives you. This is a place where knowledge has to get combined with business. Humka Saraswati bhi chahiye, Lakshmi bhi chahiye, bhai sahab. Dono chahiye. Then you get that your kids are flourishing. And what is required? Sustainability. Kya sustainability hai? Ganga sustains us all the time, right? Ganga cherishes us. Ganga nurtures us. Ganga is like the mother feeding her milk all through. Do you realize that? And do we do that for our future generation? That is nothing but sustainability. And that's a tall talk. If I tell that sustainability you have to follow, it will be a tall talk. But that will drive your future professions. Please take me from me. You will have a very, very strict kind of punishment if I am running a plant here in the industry here and then not recycling my thing and I'm throwing the garbage just like that. That's a responsibility. Indians are so much with that kind of responsibility as well. And bribery. Let this go away. The new generation is not for all those things. I have kids here. I'm seeing some of the faces of kids. There are less of them. They are, I don't know, maybe in the last seat or something. I'd like to see these kids who are the future generation of this particular great institute. Who have responsibility. In fact, they have responsibility. Our generation, if at all, is making a crime of giving them irresponsible statements. They are born with a lot of responsibility. They are born with things that I am going to be the leader. Leave Infosys founder or Reliance founder. There are lots and lots of them who are creating history in this country. And every young kid getting admitted is a generation of future hope. Future ka ummeed hai. They are going to take forward our light, what the future earlier generation has left out, and going to take it forward to great miles ahead. So I don't want to further this thing. I'm wishing you all the best on having completed 22 years, sailing into a 23rd year of, it's an young age for an institute. For an institute, बहुत young age hai. You have lot more to go. You are not 60 or 70 or 150 or IT Roorkee is, and we are 70 on paper. But then the mind has to be young. The body can be old. The body can be old, but the mind has to be young. Let that create. Let each day of your life in COER, for the kids whom you have to groom, let that be a day to cherish. Let that be a day to enjoy. Let that be a day for each learning for them. Because they have come with their eyes open, wide open. Some of them who have been here 15 years back might have come with fantastic expectations, I know. Fantastic expectations. Everyone come with their expectations, hope here when they come to the annals of this lab. And are we fulfilling? Maybe not by employment, maybe not by just mere employment, but by giving them, have the great grand arena of this great land of Bharat, or go anywhere. What Indians have been doing, that's a neo-colonialism. Colonizing has been done by our Firangilo, but then they have colonized back, right? They have colonized back. When you see that the Google founder is from here, or the would-be vice president is father migrated, mother migrated from India, whatever you want to tell, stories and stories of success from this land of 70% poverty, 70% of NPL, right? So, all these things apart, a huge amount of investment. I can say I would like to come here and then see some of your laboratories, because that's where my mind finally goes, not in addressing all these things. But then I would definitely come here. Thanks for this. But then India is full of hopes. India is a place where the whole world is thinking that it is an engine of growth. Samajh lijiye bhai sahab. India is going to be the growth engine of this world. No more China. We are expecting. And how are you grooming your kids for that? Extremely important. I am not telling that again and again. All the best. Have a great day. And we will be very happy to help you in any front that you would require. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's very true that values are stepping stone of our life, and that's what we have to imbibe in each one of us. May I please request our Honorable Chairman, sir, to present the memento to our chief guest.